Hello YouTube and welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. We're clearing barbs and we're getting era score. That's good stuff. I did say that we will do some planning on stream of districts and some of the complexities of what we have going on. But already we've worked out, I would call this a reasonable plan for parks. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, that's fine. And then we'll eventually there will be more of this going on elsewhere. But we'll work on that sort of after we secure our golden age. So we're looking for 3 era score in 10 turns. Seems pretty reasonable to me. We're gonna get a Pantheon in 4, and basically I'm waiting for our Pantheon to do any like actual district planning and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm particularly hopeful that we're actually going to get Dance of the Aurora. Although she took fertility rights. We've seen 2 Pantheons, and neither are Dance of the Aurora yet, so maybe there's a chance. We'll see. If it's available, I'll be very happy. Did I send you a delegation? I don't think I did. I think I derped on that. I still have the option. Let's do that. I'm going to put city parks next to national parks. We already have hockey rinks to do that. Maybe at some point we get to that level of the game, but I kind of doubt it. We'll see. All right, what are we doing up here? Okay. Not great to attack across a river, but just kind of happy to grab that. All right, what do we have here? More gold. I feel like we've gotten gold 3 times now. I need 1 more era score. And I really don't know where it's coming from at the moment. Oh, we finished our builder. Don't know that that was what I wanted to do. 2 turns on... Two turns on our Pantheon here. We could meet more civs yet. We have 2, 4, 5. +1 for the green shirt. I'm glad you like it. We've got a plan for some preserves here, Evan. Got a plan. I really want to commit to this holy site. We could finish it before the era. I think I just want a trader. And then you could come up here, I suppose. We could try to chop out pyramids. 2 turns and we could start them. How fast is the settler? 10? That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Yeah, let's just get a trader. We have to find 1 more era score somewhere. I'm not totally sure where that is. I think it's going to be over here. If anything, it's going to be over there. I don't have time to get the holy site now, unfortunately. And I'd rather see if I can find the era score than kill that barbarian. Oof.
Each of us is caught without craftsmanship.
6 turns now. All right, that times out perfectly. What do we have? Aye! The Believers win. Here we had a stream poll for if this was going to be available, and there were many doubters. Many doubters, but it was the Believers. Earth God is still available here. I mean, there's really nothing worth considering that isn't... I really want Dance of the Aurora in this one. I think this is going to be really, really good and pay dividends. We're going to have to get on it. I wonder if we skip Monumentality so that we can get our holy site set up, make sure we get our profit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is Exodus. Shouldn't the Pantheon include snow tiles? I mean, it could. All right, do I have time for mysticism? No. Let's move our scouts. Unmet player. Unmet player. So this is where we'll find our last era score. We'll just meet this player. And I think we'll be okay. Have we discussed how I'm currently naked? I'm a ghost. I'm a spooky ghost. I'm not naked. I mean, not that you know. Yeah, and I said that earlier. All right, so we can get out of God King now, which will be good. I don't think I need this either, although Survey's probably not doing a ton for us. I still think we can put it in for a few turns. Naked equals green body. Yeah, I'm the Hulk. You guys didn't... Wait, have I not told you guys that I'm the Hulk? What's our fallback if we don't meet this Civ? I don't have one. No falafel, no fallback for us. I need this tile as well. I have faith. I have faith that we'll find it. It may be misplaced faith, but I at least have it for now. There are no heroes. We're not running any modes in this one. My faith. My faith. Cool, so I think that's Movemba. If I were to guess. I think I want this growth tile. Otherwise, Ottawa's not really growing. This is Basil up here. Sears mode something you typically always run. Always do barbarians, monopolies, secret societies. Most others you don't. Heroes is pretty sweet. Heroes is pretty sweet. That's one of the ones that I often like to have on. That and secret societies. We actually were able to secure Dance of the Aurora, you bring light in, which is good. which is real nice. Real nice. Oh, don't do that. That's mean. So if I send it to one of these, we might get some diplomacy and then also put a road to almost where we want this city. And if I can secure this one, I'm a little worried that Egypt's going to come and spoil my fun over here. I'll be honest. I'm not super stoked about that potential. But I think if we go here, it'll be good. Otherwise, what? It's this, which is also useful. No, I think it's this. Hi, Movemba. Very excited to meet you there, buddy. Especially since he won't get a religion. That's nice. Do I want to keep going? How many people do you know? Let's send you a delegation. Do you know? He doesn't know anybody else. So I guess I can keep exploring. Golden Age secured. I do think we're gonna take Exodus, and now we have our now we have the ability to actually plan some shenanigans here in our cap. Originally we were looking at this, which would be a perfectly fine +6. It overrides a hill. How do we want to do this? We could do park. Like this as a park. Holy site here. I could just have them kind of... Well, no, because Government Plaza, you really do need a second city for all this stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking about a campus here on the Sheep. I'm definitely thinking about that. I want to get a holy site. This is what we have to do here. I just don't know where it goes. Harbor City on the southern edge. Yeah, I'm sort of on the fence between trying to stick a city down here or not. Hey, Benton. It could be okay. We could actually build mausoleum here. There would be 4 resources. Is that going to be worth it? It seems okay. Maybe we do that. It's not a very good city, but like it'll exist. It's about the best I can say for it. Does it go here or here? If it goes here, it picks up this tile, but then is too far away from the fish. Climate change can exist in the game, but we're on disaster setting 2, and I'm not too worried about climate change happening before I finish the game. So I guess we do this with a +3 harbor. And then plunk down a mausoleum. On the woods, it becomes a canal city. Yeah, I'm not doing too much naval stuff, though. So this and this. It doesn't leave me a spot for like a really impressive national park. Could go holy site. Holy site. Government Plaza. Commercial hub for the cap. This will go to the cap. So this city will get the harbor, the holy site, and the theater square. Versus the cap will get the government plaza, the holy site, the commercial hub, and probably a campus. We're gonna try for audience chamber. I don't know. I haven't given a lot of thought to that. Put a canal in the southernmost tile? Yeah, we could. It's true. It's true. Can I give you some advice for managing science in a culture game? It can be hard to do if you're doing faith and culture. I always get behind in military, especially in civs try to bully you. Yeah, that's a delicate tightrope to walk. Evan. I will say that like if you see a germal thermal fissure, if you see a geothermal fissure in a culture game, which is kind of what we're in. Settle it and prioritize that campus. Like this is going to be one of our first districts, depending if we can get the pyramids or not. It may be too late to even try for these pyramids, although I do have some decent chops for it. But like getting at least like 2 to 4 like +3 or better campuses early in a culture game absolutely pays dividends, even more so than like a +0 theater square, right? So you it's just a matter of prioritization and getting a little lucky with your land. But I would not skimp on science in a culture game, and I would not skimp on culture in a science game. I'm debating here of trying to get now. This is a standard size map, so it's a little bit bigger than I typically play. So I don't know that I can just reliably bank on getting a bunch of districts or a bunch of wonders. But I'm wondering about Mahabodhi Temple here, or if it's better to have. I guess it would be better to just do it this way for the cap with Mahabodhi like this. Or even here. This may not even be the best plan here. This at least gives me a plan for this somewhat early on. And get some parks here. Get the city to grow. Seems reasonable. The city doesn't get a national park. Do we care about Diplo favor for advantages in World Congress? Yeah, I would like to. I don't do a lot of diplomacy games, but we do have an incentive to go for a diplomatic victory, and I think I want to put myself in a position where we can either win tourism or Diplo, and just see which one kind of happens first. That's at least what I'm thinking about. So all of this was to say that I can make this holy site, because this is +7. There are deer here and this woods, which would stay with Mahabadi. Doesn't give me a spot for Apadana. I could throw the holy site here. Yeah, Garv, I've seen that. I've seen that strategy. Garv was watching Norm, and he's using City Patron Goddess for half the production of the first 2 districts by not finishing the districts by 1 turn. Yep, that's a decent strategy. It does delay the finishing of the districts, but it's certainly efficient as far as the production goes. Do I just want to put the holy? You know what? Thinking about just putting the holy site here. But then nothing goes here, which is weird. Can I shift this at all? Is it shiftable? Probably not with Mausoleum there, although I could do Mausoleum here. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this real quick. So if I built Mausoleum there instead, nope. Then the theater square could go here. Jeez. Why are there 3 purple districts? And then this could be their holy site. These would presumably get chopped at some point. Benton says, hey, GGM, I've been thinking about amenities in the entertainment complex. Would it be fair to say that the entertainment complex and arena are more of a late game, are worth more late game when they are faster to build? May take up an otherwise unused district slot, and the 10% or 20% from all yields and amenities might be worth it. Yeah, that's kind of the way that I look about it. That an early entertainment complex is great if you're getting Coliseum next to it. Like, that's just always been true. Certainly the buildings and benefits do feel more worth it late game. And that's sort of that's always been my mentality with the entertainment complex. Like, it's a fine 5th district, right? But like, how many cities are you actually getting 5 districts in? I mean, think about like just faith, culture, science, gold. Like, those are your first 4 in most games in most situations. And so it's a fine 5th district, but at that stage of the game, like, I'm probably spamming builders or doing other stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's the role it fills, is to be late. Yeah, we're just looking at general city planning here, trying to figure out what I want to do. It's not super obvious, because then, like, this doesn't do much. This feels kind of just worse. I think this feels worse. Like, we're still missing out on one district next to this government plaza. But that's fine. So this is, oh. I mean, it's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's okay. It's a +8 holy site. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be, let's say we get, this doesn't even have to be Ma Body. This could just be like Apadana. And then we get 2, 3. It's really only +3. No, it's 4. +4 theater squares are okay. And then this would be 1 +6, so that's 7. And then 8, 9. +9 holy site for the cap. I think this is good enough to commit to. So let's go. Go away. Oh boy, I just got a hunger pang. I'm hungry. Hungry for apples. Am I gonna put wonders on the hills next to the theater squares? It certainly could be a thing that we do. Like this would be a great spot for Oracle if we could get it. But we'll figure that out later. I'm so hungry, I'm disappearing. Yeah, I'm fading away to literally nothing. All right, 3 turns left on the era. I kind of want to have a read on if he's coming on over with a settler there. All right, so how do we feel about trying for this pyramids? I have 3 stone chops for it. How do I get the AI that dislike you to start liking you over the game? Trade with them, give them good deals, send them delegations. Send delegations the first turn that you have that available. In a science game, how should you prioritize your districts? I still like, I mean, science, ideally, in like your first 2 to 3 cities, you actually kind of want to go industrial zone first, if that's an option for you, so that you get the most efficient industrial zone possible. But in your core cities, your first 3 districts need to be like industrial zone, campus, and either theater square or commercial hub, depending on if you've gotten like a wonder. If you've gotten a wonder, go for the theater square. And then in your like sort of, you know, your tertiary, like your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, like go, you know, either campus or theater square if you can like piggyback onto a wonder or a government plaza or something like that. Gold still very, very important, like trade routes and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be getting more than like 2 to 3 industrial zones in a science game. I'm gonna come up here, actually. I'm a little nervous. All right, so can we see pyramids anywhere? I don't even see that any of these other civs have desert. I kind of want to try for this. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think we could try. I know there are barbs running around over here, so I probably want to be mindful of that. Egypt may have desert. We don't know. The adjacency goes up, Evan. Yes, if you place an industrial zone and then later put like an aqueduct or a dam next to it, Does the adjacency go up? Yes. Yes. And like one of the very simple mechanics is something known as a district triangle, and using your city center as a district works in this situation, but for every 2 adjacent districts, your district gets one of a thing. And so if you build like a district and then another district next to it, like that also improves the adjacency. I don't know. Do we need more victory types, Ryu? Chat, do you guys want to see more victory types in the game?
It is not the mountain we conquer.
I may have seen that too. Whoops. All right. Well, we went 1 over on era score. That's okay. That's okay, but I certainly could have seen that. Economic would be nice, yeah. Yeah, there's some that seem interesting to me. And you want your open borders, though, there, buddy. More stuff is better. Yeah, economic is the one that I wanted, but Diplo also feels fine to me. I just don't think I'm inclined to like whatever that victory type, is in most situations. That works. An economic victory should have come along with monopolies. That's a thought. I don't really want to explore on the other side of this, even though I just traded for open borders, so I'm just going to chill there for a second, because we're good on era score. How are the profits? Not too bad. Hungary working on science, so Egypt as well. We could go for Oracle here. We'll see. Where do you think you're going with that there, buddy? Inquiring minds would like to know. Coming down here? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so we enter the Classic Age. It is a golden age. We don't have any faith per turn, so something like Monumentality doesn't really shine for us here. What I would prefer for my golden age in this one is Exodus. It's going to give us 4 profit points per turn. Other civs are likely to have this as well. We can somewhat compete for this once we have our Holy Site, because we can chop out some projects or something like that if need be. But I think the obvious choice here is Exodus. We have preserves unlocked. We don't really have outstanding preserves available to us right away in our game here. So I don't know that I'm getting to that super quick. When you click on the Empire lens, it shows only the stats of the districts, stats that the district had when you built it. Is this a bug? I mean, I'd be shocked if that were true, but if that's happening, that's certainly a bug. But we can look and we can test that a little bit as our game goes on here today. I'm gonna grab this and wheel. I think I want this water mill. I don't really have plantations, but I might as well tech it. Districts get more expensive when you already have the district, or the later you build it. Yes, it's both. It's both, Spyros. The more districts you have, the more expensive that district gets, and the more districts you have unlocked, and the further along you are in the game, the more expensive things get. But it's basically all of that. It's an algorithm. I think I'd rather have discipline. When's a good time to start spamming settlers? Kind of always. We're going to get there in probably 1 or 2 more builds in the cap. We'll see. I think I like the new preserve district. I haven't really used it much. Ty? Can you build a grove and sanctuary in a preserve? Yes. Yes. But the sanctuary is pretty late. This looks fine. This looks okay. We can wake up our scout now. Looks like he might be killing Mohenjo. She mean sometimes.
Thousands have lived with.
Did I sleep my scout to avoid extra era score? Yeah. Yep. It's good practice. Even though it wouldn't have mattered in this particular spot, but I didn't know that at the time. Now try to keep him a bit north of us. Okay, do that. 3 turns on our holy site. We are looking to grow in 4. That'll give us the early empire. So let's actually go to state workforce. We'll get a governor. I think I'll try to bring in Magnus. This is so greedy for pyramids. I'm going to miss it. It's fine. Actually, I'll bring you down to this. I might be able to snag that camp. If they settle the geothermal fissure, I'm pretty happy, right? Keeps them far enough away from me that this city will have time to grab its tiles. And I'm not getting a city down in here. The loyalty's miserable. So then I think what I want to do is move here. Oh, and this is continents too, so we're unlikely to meet everybody until we get a boat. Oh, sorry, we're playing Canada until we get a boot. Yeah, settle that. Hey, no. No. Super offensive. If that's super offensive. I don't know how to finish the sentence. that I'm sorry. Oh, I did switch to Pangea after too much coast. You're right. We are on Pangea. You're right. Yeah, cancel me. Cancel me. I was mean. All right, give me this. Oh, yeah. 7 faith per turn. We get +3 era score for the splendid district. And boy, howdy, it's really funny that I used to be able to delay our religion so long. But now that the AI prioritizes the good religious beliefs, I really would like to get our prophet and found our religion in this era. Do I need to get a shrine or should I just run a project? Let's check back in. Nobody's in a golden? Wait a minute. You scrubs. So only Basil. And he's rocking 9 per turn. So he is going to get a profit, to be sure. And then... So this is a standard map, so there are, what, 5 religions? 2 are spoken for already. Three, 4. That gives us the last one. Religion of choice is probably work ethic, so that we can start to catch up now that we've gone for a religion and spam out settlers and stuff. I'm just debating this shrine. The sentence was going to be, if that's offensive, just wait till you hear my other jokes. I'm not. I really, you know what? I don't like jokes that are, even though I just made one, I feel like my Canada joke was pretty tame. But I generally don't like jokes that are at someone's expense, right? Like, if the punchline is, oh, that's a woman, or, oh, that's a black guy, or, oh, it's this, like, it's not funny. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Do better. Do better with your jokes. I think I'm just going to run a project. I don't think I have time for the shrine. I mean, I'm not really competing. I guess Movember won't get one. Egypt isn't working one. Mongolia and Hungary aren't working them either. So do I need to run this project? I actually don't. I can totally either get the shrine or go after Oracle. No, I can't do Oracle. Not yet. Nice, Shark. Should you always run religion in culture game? No, usually faith gen is fine in a culture game. Getting a religion does matter. Having a holy city is a little bit of tourism. But, like, you don't have to. All right, cool. He settled the fissure as we wanted him to. So now there's nowhere else really for them to settle. Like, we still need to get this city for sure. And technically this fissure is settleable. Do I need to worry about that? Are they going to come and settle this stupid fissure? Man, I'll be pretty annoyed if they do, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about it. It's non-freshwater, so yes. Don't tell me that. Can place a unit there? That's true. We could just camp a unit there. That'd be okay. There goes the Oracle. I'm glad I didn't start it. Genghis Khan. Prioritizing the Oracle. Turn 52. Turn 52. Wait, did I? Oh. Gosh darn it. All right, we'll just finish it then. I put it in the queue, but I didn't take out the holy site. I think I'd rather just finish it now. That's a blunder. All right, how do we feel about teching iron? Is it going to block any major plans? It could be annoying. Iron could be annoying. I'm not going to be able to prevent it over here, though. Do I like strategic view? I actually really like strategic view. Like, I think it's really well done, but I find it hard to look at. I don't know why. It gives me a weird sensation. And I also, it's weird to me that like this is science, food, and production when it's food, production, science. So some of the things that I'm just sort of reflexively used to looking at get weird in that mode. But I actually think it's a beautiful view. I think it's actually pretty nice to look at. Like the little icons are well done. I just don't want to play with it on. Boy, howdy. Here's Machu Picchu coming. I will say that I told what I thought was a very funny joke. There goes Apadana, so that's not a thing. I told what I thought was a very funny joke to my Thursday night D&D crew, and they were not amused. So perhaps my offensiveness isn't as mundane as I think it is. And no, I will not repeat the joke here. Sorry. You didn't hit a nerve. You sparked a conversation. It's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing. Maybe Stray, maybe. We'll see. That's the value add of chat, right? I love being able to piggyback on stuff that gets said. Nice recipe. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is this guy chilling in the east? It is at the moment. There are barb concerns that I have, and I want to keep this around just in case I need it. There's not really a place I can get to that's worth exploring yet, and there were a ton of barbs up here. So ideally, I want this scout to start heading north, but I don't feel that's safe to do so at the moment. So how much tourism does each national park get you? The total appeal of the tiles. So if you have four appeal tiles, you'll get 16 tourism out of that national park per turn. That's a static 4 on mountains, unless you're Teddy or build Eiffel Tower. Or you can actually have way better appeal on other tiles, right? So if you include like this tile, which is 5. I know that I can't actually build a park here, but I'm just showing you like 5, 7. So you would just get whatever the total is. So if you can get a bunch of like 7 appeal tiles, it's really good. And that's why over here, we've planned our hockey rink here. Even though it's next to a preserve, it's providing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 extra appeal. So not only is this going to get a bunch of tourism itself, but it's also enabling 10 extra tourism, which is pretty sweet. And that's why you want to plant woods and why that all unlocks at the same time, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so we ran a project. We're about to secure our religion. So that is very, very good. Got 1 turn till early empire. I could think about cranking out settlers here. Which is probably the thing we need to do. Although I can't run the settler policy and the wonder policy at the same time. Do the amenities of national parks change with the appeal? No, that's another thing that that national parks are amazing for is mid-game and late-game amenities. The city with the park gets 4 amenities. For those of you entertainment complex lovers, you get 4 amenities for the city, or no, 2 amenities for the city and 4 for elsewhere. Hold on. I think it's 6 amenities per park. No. Yeah. Okay. So the city that builds it gets 2 amenities, and then the 4 closest cities give you 1 each. So you get 6 amenities per national park. So our happiness will be outstanding later on in this game. Do I like Eiffel instead of flight as a rule in national park games? No, quite the opposite. I prefer flight and computers in even almost every single national park heavy game, with maybe the exception of Teddy. But no, I much prefer top half of the science tree and skip Eiffel Tower. So is this a settler now? Because if I can't run the policy, there's really no point. I want to be able to chop out. You know what? Maybe I need to build a builder so that we can chop out here both of these and then get that one going. Because I've got 2 charges here. Oh, I've got 1 here as well. Okay. Yeah, let's get a builder for them. See if we can get this build or buy one. We could. We could. And this is also a reason to keep the scout here. Again, other units are spawning, and this super fortified scout is actually decent here. Do you think it's weird how the AI gives you open borders even though it's super clear you're going to go for a culture victory? Nah, I think it's fine. Little things like that don't really bother me. What do we want with this? I think we can grab Connoisseur now, so that we can get here a little bit quicker. So we go from 7 to 7? Or did it change to 7? Whatever. It's still a pretty late political philosophy, so I think getting that culture finally going, or maybe I need to do this. Yeah, so we shaved off 2 turns. I think ski resort amenities do stack, yeah. I think I'm going to build this builder and buy a builder. 230. We've got this policy in and that one. Okay. We good. We good. There's our profit. Step 3 achieved. Probably. How many, what percentage of the jokes that I get a religion do I make that? Or the games that I get a religion do I make that joke? Probably a lot. All right, so what's taken here? There goes feed the, okay, so feed the world, not an option for us. So it looks like I would absolutely have considered this in this game. I have found that in Canada games this can be quite valuable. But we'll be pretty happy to take work ethic, and we definitely want to pop it now because we're going to get a bunch of extra production here in our cap, and that's going to help with settler spam. I guess the question is, what's our religion name? You know what? Let's go ahead and put a cut in this video, and when we come back, we will name our religion with the aid of chat. If you'd like to get in on the interactive elements of this stream and be a part of our wonderful community and chat, don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come say hello live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.